Hello students, this is Akash from Department of Criminology and Police Administration. Today we are going to see the subject of juvenile justice in the topic of JJ Act 2015. First of all, we have to know what is meant by JJ. JJ is nothing but juvenile justice. Let's see to the topic. Okay, before going to the part, we need to know the difference between deviant and delinquency. Deviance is nothing but the person who committing crime uh, is called as deviant. It's like against the social norms or law is called as deviant. Delinquence is refers to uh, a behavior which is criminal and that has been committed by a juvenile is called as delinquency. That is nothing but below the age of 18 who are committing crimes or against their action is against the law is called as delinquents. Okay, coming to Juvenile Justice Act, this Juvenile Justice Act has came at 2000 and it has been amended in 2015 due to the one major incident happened at 2012. It's Nirbhaya case. After that, it has been amended in 2015 for some changes. Totally, Juvenile Justice Act has 10 chapters. Let's see the 10 chapters that are how it explains about the juvenile justice. Let's go for next slide. Before going to next part, we need to know that the Juvenile Justice Act came because of UNCRC. That UNCRC plays a major role for the implementation of juvenile justice in India. Okay, let's see the chapters. The chapters explains totally. I said that 10 chapters and 112 sections in JJ Act 2015. The chapter has been classified based on the particular concept. First, for example, the first chapter is explain about the preliminary concept of JJ Act, and the second chapter is general principle of JJ Act, and third part is Juvenile Justice Board, and fourth one is CCL. CCL is nothing but children conflict with law and procedures. We are going to see in fourth chapter, and fifth chapter is explains about the child welfare committee, and the sixth part is procedure in relation to CNCP. CNCP is nothing but children need for care and production. And the seventh part is rehabilitation and reintegration. And the eighth chapter is adoption. Adoption is in JJ Act 2000, adoption has not been take part as a major part, but in 2015, the adoption process has been converted into major concept, and they brought a chapter separately for adoption. Okay, then ninth one is offense against children, and tenth one is miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is nothing but it's let's see about the chapters and separately. Okay, let's go for the main concept. The first, its basic concept. Let we go and see the Juvenile Justice Board. It's in chapter 3. It explains about the how the prisoners has been. That means how the juvenile delinquents has been handled by the Juvenile Justice Board. Juvenile Justice Board consists of a principal magistrate and two social workers. Three the three plays a major role for the board, and they give a judgment related to everything that relates to the offense that has been committed by the childrens. We need to know the terms and conditions that the term lasts 2 years for those who have aged of 35 to 65. That means the member of the qualification is 2 years term, and the age should be in 35 to 65 years. Between the qualification can be in either in any particular way, for example, law, social, psychology, or psychiatric, or related to the child. Any of these subjects they can be expert, and these are the subject that has been particularly focusing the child rights and how the child has to be treated. So that's why the eligibility has been kept for in this subject. Okay, let's go for next topic. And in three members, at least one woman has to be there. Before going to next part, let me slide it slow. So let me see some other parts in JJB. JJB plays a major role because as it's a main consist of the JJ Act, it will decide whether the children has to go to the observation home or special home and so and so, because the judgment has been given by this board and the judge has been principal magistrate, it being first class, that has been expert, at least 3 years of experience that are related to children's, and they have to be a knowledge in particular concept of related to children's. Okay, let's see the Juvenile Justice Board functions. Function is nothing but there are seven functions. First function is admonition. Second one is fight. Third one is community service, and fourth one is it has been explained by the all these factors. So then we are going to see the there are a lot of concept that deals with CJS and CNP and CCC. Let's see one by one. Okay, let me see first of all CWC. CWC is nothing but Child Welfare Committee. Child Welfare Committee is particularly dispose of cases for care and protection and treatment and development and rehabilitation of the children in need for care and protection, as well as to provide the basic need for the production. The consist let me see before that board functions. The board functions has been explained by seven order. Already I said that first one is admonition, second one is fine, third one is counseling, and fourth one is community service, and fifth one is sending to the control of the parents, that is fit facilities, and sixth one is probation officer, and seventh one is special one. These are the orders that has been followed by the Juvenile Justice Board. Okay, let's see about the that seven concept. The already I told that the Juvenile Justice Board part is chapter 3, and these are the seven chapters, and the chapters explains the first admonition process is very important. Admonition is nothing but if a juvenile has committed offense without knowingly or first time, the principal magistrate will leave the child as free by giving admonition. That means apologizing him, and he need to apologize to the society, and he need to know that first of all he has done a crime, so that will apology him and leave him completely. Then the fine is nothing but um, child should be paid fine and he can leave home. And third part is counseling. Counseling is fully explains about that the child need to know the consequence of the crime and the causes of the crime, and social norms, everything that has been created by the counselor to educate the child that the action as done by him is totally unfair and unethic to the society. And fourth one is community service. Here the community service plays a major role. Major of the child used to done a community service. Community service is nothing but the child used to get a punishment as a community service. The child need to go to schools or some other place, that he need to educate others about the causes of crime and like that, because due to that community service the child can neglect by teaching him how the crime causes and what lead to and what they get, so that the child will chance so the child will learn lot of new things that help him to reduce the criminal tendency inside him. And the fifth part is sending to the parent. As the child is basically protected by the parent because of local parents. So the first class magistrate used to send to the parents to safeguard the child and to protect and to educate the child rights. And sixth one is probation officer. Probation officer is nothing but the probation officer used to inspire the child about their actions and the activities that has been committed by the child regularly. And seven stages special homes. The magistrate used to send the child to the special home if the child has committed a heinous or a serious offense that has never can be in admon or any other following orders. These are the seven orders that has been given by the Juvenile Justice Board. So let's next we going to see about CNCP and CWC one by one. Let's see it. Okay. So, Child Welfare Committee. Child Welfare Committee is already told that the Welfare Committee plays a major role for child in care, protection, treatment, and development and rehabilitation. Those child need for care and protection, and they provide the basic needs and protection in Child Welfare Committee through various institution and non-institution. The committee shall consist of chairperson and four other members. It has been appointed by the state government, may fit to appointment, and one at least one should be woman in this, and another an expert of a matter consistent style. That means other members has to be experts in the matter consisting to the child. And the first class magistrate as a power of magistrate, he can do anything else, and he can be a chairperson of a child welfare committee. Okay, then we are going to see about district child protection. District child protection is plays a major role because it has been called as unit. In every district, there is one child protection unit, and it has to be compulsorily the child protection because to take care the orphan, abandoned and surrendered children in a district, and to get them that declares the free for adoption by child welfare committee. DCPU is supervised by the district magistrate of the concerned district, who is also a chairperson of district child protection committee. So then let's we see about district child protection officer. The officer is a notable person, and he has a key functioning in the institution care and non-institution care, and also a legal cum probation officer with the help of legal probation officer, social workers, counselors, and outreach workers. And also the candidate has to be one of these qualification. The following qualifications are a degree in sociology or social work or psychology or child development or criminology from any university which has been recognized by the government. And let's we see about CCL. CCL is nothing but it sets as child conflict with law. It comes under section 2 clause 13. Allies found to have committed an offense who have not completed the age of 18 in the date of commission of offense. Observation home. Observation home is an institution where neglection and the deviance juveniles are kept for few weeks and pending decision of the case. The children are brought by the police or probation officer or parents or volunteer admin them, because the observation home is a temporary place that they used to give for few weeks. 1 week after that, the child has to be sent to the particular place, proper concerned place, whether it's maybe a home or it's maybe a special home or maybe a fit facilities or local parent, some other place. But the observation is home is meant for only few weeks. After that, they will ship the child, or they may be leave the child to the concerned parents, biological parents or guardians. Then we're going to see about place of safety. Place of safety is it's nothing but it's a place or institution not being a police lockup or jail, established separately by attaching to an observation home. It says that the place of safety used to be near to the observation home or special home, as the case may be a person in charge of which is receiving and take care of children allied or found and above the age of 18 or 16 to 18 who commit a heinous offense. We come to the conclusion that the special home is observation home is meant for only few weeks and special home is considered for below the age of 18. But the place of safety is considered is not a lockup or jail, but is a separate place that has been safeguarding the children who have committed crime below the age of 18. That means particularly we can say that 16 to 18 and above the age of 18 who have committed a heinous offense, the child can be kept at a place of safety. The place of safety used to around nearby observation home or special home. Okay, let's see about the special home. Special home is mainly focusing for the heinous offense below the age of 18, and it's not mainly focusing that the special home for both boys and girls has been separately. For boys, the age group has been classified as 11 to 15, and for and 16 to 18, and for girls above 10. They used to classify according to this age for the special home. During the special home period, the children used to get the counseling, skill development, educations, and the behavior modification therapy and psychotropic support during the period of the stay in special home. Okay, then let me see in children need for care and production. Children need for care and production is found alliedly supports the working in contraction of labors and who have not been brought on street, living on street, found begging, and forced to beg. All these children or comes under the children in need for care and protection. Uh, the children homes are tend to provide the safe and nutritious environment where children can grow, develop, and meet the emotional and environmental physical needs. Comes under the CNCP. Open shelter is one of the place uh, where children who get a short-term residential support that has been similar to children home, but it's a short-term that is called as open shelter. Then let's we see SAA. SAA is nothing but Specialized Adoption Agency. It is a government or it may be a non-government organization that has been provide care and protection for children who are orphaned and abandoned and surrendered. So let me see an important person called Supriyan. Supriyan is an in charge of CCL. CCL is nothing but we already came to it. It's children conflict with law. His help a person to admin and receives the child in CCL. He or she should be designated of officer of CCL as a receiving officer, newly admitting the child shall be placed in reception dormitory for the first 14 days of his stay. It explains that once a person is entering into an institutional care that is called, for example, observation home or special home or something else. The child used as place of safety. The child in every place, the superior is in charge of the place. Superior receive the child and in reception and protect the child and educate the child and that admitting the child as being placed by the reception for the child. The child used to be 14 years of stay. Next, we are going to see a probation officer. The probation officer is appointed to investigate and appoint on supervise the content to convert the offense on probation. So probation officer plays a major role in office and in both in field. They will investigate and see the juveniles about their families, about their characteristics, and the influence of drugs and alcohols has been actively. combined into the violence. They used to give a report to the first class magistrate about the child. This leads to the complete decision of the judgment. Okay, then let's see next part. Then we are going to see some of the officers in JJ Act. First officer is child welfare police officer. Child welfare police officer is nothing but it's at least he has to be a sub inspector of a police station. Then he can handle the child. And then we are going to see a special juvenile police unit. And this unit has been trained by the specialized police. The rank of a police should be deputy superintendent of police, and also includes two social workers with experience in child welfare, at least one of them who should be woman. And then we are going to see case worker or child welfare officer. It has been accompanied by SJPU or CWPO. It has been a child before proceeding to JJB within 24 hours, conducting a social investigation report on child alliance to conflict with law is comes under the control of case worker or social welfare officer or probation officer. Then we are going to see the alternative care of the Juvenile Justice Act. First one is adoption. The child used to get to adopt at the younger age, so that he can convert into a good. Then he can go to a good family and good environment, so that the child can be converted and his talent has been segregated in some other ways. So second one is counseling. So the child used to get counseling for his behavior, and we have used to be convert the child by giving behavior therapy. And the third one is forecare. Forecare is nothing but after this parents they used to care some other, for example, local guardian. Like aftercare is nothing but after releasing from the observation home or special home, the child used to get some care and support from the government officials to verify that the child has been converted completely without any bad uh, bad bad intention or mensria and actresria. Then we are going to see an sponsorship. The whole project has been sponsored by ICPS. ICPS is nothing but Integrated Child Protection Scheme. And the last before one is rehabilitation. The main part of JJ Act to rehabilitate the child who are committing crime, and the child has to convert into good way. That's the main reason. That's explains about the rehabilitation. And last one is community outreach program. Community outreach program is nothing but here the child used to get somewhat the activities that has been in society, so that the child can be developed some good statisticals and healthy ways of relationship towards the society. Thank you.